Winter time has gone and past, oh, summer time has come at last.
Remember winter's chill, when all was still, with seed and plant lying dormant, then rising sun and warming air of spring, green shoots emerging, leaves unfurling, blossom shouting Maker's praise, and now the beauty of a summer's day. We're outside filming this just before the beginning of May Day, and I can hear the birds singing, can feel the wind, slight wind, and the sun. There's all these beautiful plants and beautiful trees to look at. You can really smell the countryside smells and feeling good about being outside at the start of summer. In lockdown, all through lockdown, we've become increasingly aware of the importance of getting out into nature and to let nature fill our senses and bring that comfort and healing that only nature and being in nature can bring to us. And so it's important to reconnect whenever we can with the natural world, and that which we love, that which we find and feel is important, those are the things that we're going to care about and take care of and protect and conserve and treasure. And that's as true coming out of lockdown as it ever was, particularly with the challenges of climate change that is affecting us all and calling us to action. Filming this before May Day, we're reminded of May Day celebrations. The old name for May, the month of May, and for the May Day celebrations is Beltane. And the Beltane celebrations in rural communities following the seasons of the year, they would have been colourful, vibrant, noisy, and all the community getting involved. There are still some May Day celebrations, Beltane celebrations up and down the country. One of them is pilgrimage to holy wells and holy well dressing, and the blessing of holy wells as places of life and sustenance and nourishment. Well, there are no holy wells here in Cleeve, although I'm told that some years ago, many years ago, centuries ago, there may well have been a holy well in Claverham, up Chapel Lane. We'd have to ask our parish archivist a little bit more about that one, but I think it's long dried up, if ever it was there. I'm stood beneath this glorious beech tree here at Holy Trinity. It's the guardian tree of this parish church. I love beech trees, one of our indigenous native trees to this land and isles, and just a gorgeous specimen here in Holy Trinity churchyard. We get the word beech from an Anglo-Saxon word, bock, which is where we get the word book from. And you can see why there's a connection between beech trees and books. People would carve their initials, their names into beech trees. It's very easy bark to carve into. Perhaps you've done that yourself as a youth. And a beech tree and a book have something else in common, in that St. Francis of Assisi spoke about God's creation, the natural world, being like a book, and God's invitation for us to read in the natural world, in creation, in things like this magnificent beech tree. Something of God's love for his creation, God's presence in the world and in the renewal of created life. We're nowhere near any holy wells here, but I have got some water from the church, blessed and ready to pour on the roots of this beech tree as a sign, a symbol of God's renewal of life. May you be blessed this Beltane and know God's renewal in your own life. Amen.
It is the first summer's day of